One of the things that is enlightening as we read the book of Psalms and we read the book of Proverbs, we see how much enemies are a part of our life. And sometimes, forgive me, that's why you need to read the Psalms. Psalms not only encourages you, but Psalms gives you an understanding of real life. Proverbs gives you the wisdom to comprehend things and understand how to make better decisions. But Psalms teaches you about real life and effects on our hearts of real life. Now, as we go through the book of Psalms and Proverbs, we see the concept of enemies. As Christians, we don't like to think about that, but forgive me, God has enemies. Jesus had enemies. Paul had enemies. Peter had enemies. You and I have enemies. Now, I want you to notice a little piece of wisdom that David teaches us in our text today. Psalms 18, verse 18. They attacked me at a moment when I was in distress, but the Lord supported me. Now, the whole context here in Psalms 18 is the enemies attacking. And I want you to notice enemies attack in a moment of distress. Enemies attack in times of weakness. Enemies attack in the hard times. Now, one of the things I've learned in my short life is that good people don't attack you in hard times. I mean, they might be mad at you, but good people don't attack you. In fact, even as a boy growing up completely unsaved, growing up on the streets, even on the streets, we had a little rule. You don't kick a man when he's down. Okay, when a guy's down, he's down. You don't kick a man when he's down. You've heard that kind of a statement all of your life here also. But enemies, that's exactly when they attack. Enemies attack in your distress, in your weakness. Enemies attack in the hard times. One of the things I've learned in this short life of mine is that when people attack me in hard times, I have just figured out who they really are. When people attack me in the hard times, I know exactly who they are. They may smile as if they're my friend. They may, mwah, mwah, I love you with the love of the Lord. But you know what? When they kick you when you're down, when they attack you when you're weak, it's because they believe they can defeat you in your weakness. That is an enemy. That is not a friend, and that is not a good man. That is an enemy. Now, the good news is, but the Lord supported me. Then he goes on, verse 19, he led me to a place of safety. He rescued me because he delights in me. I've watched God do that all my life. I've watched enemies attack in my weakness, but the Lord supported me. He brought me to a place of safety and he rescued me. Because I deserve it? No, because he delights in me. And brothers and sisters, you need to recognize that. Now, let me encourage you today. If you've got people kicking you when you're down, if you've got people attacking you because they know you're weak right now, like a shark in the water and you're injured, all right? They smell blood. Well, if that's how they're treating you, number one, God will rescue you. Number one, God will support you. But number two, when you get out of this situation, recognize who those people really are, and you don't have to go fight with them. I like what it says later on in Psalms 18. God repays. God gives the payback. Payback belongs to God. You don't need to pay anybody back, but just understand, you're not going to get another chance to do that.